Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Nick, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Quickly to the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kearney. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Really nice there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They want to run it left here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. He's going to set up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the back over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rushes on him. Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the catch. It's Kearney.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He'll sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way. Making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Direct snap. He'll pitch it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to to cash in on this drive.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He's got him still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Hold and finds his man on the left.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they tacked on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. On the option. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. To the ground with the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. With the catch, it's Farrell. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Now the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite.
Touchdown by the Irish. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And the offense offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The give to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's a touchdown, Cardinal. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. Oh, he's looking to throw. Got his man. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Snags it over the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti-Teo type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything.
There he goes. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. That's caught. It's Gilbert. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Powers through the defender. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. run the option. Now the pitch. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets away from one. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He's looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Stanford quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kearney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. On the ground, it's Thompson. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it. Back's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll try it over the left side. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the read. He'll toss it. Turning it on! The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilbert. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Farrell. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Makes moves. He's down to the 21. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked